There it is.
Yeah, should go on.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, geez.
Magic time.
Notice this meeting is being held in accordance with the public laws of 1975. Chapter 231, an adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by a notice sent to the Star Ledger, the local source, and posted in the main lobby of the municipal building and on the township website. May I ask Union County Vice Commander David Penna from American Legion Post 228 to please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. May everybody please remain standing for a moment of silence for our service members serving abroad and near. Thank you. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mayor Kaiser.
Present.
Deputy Mayor Weber.
Here.
Committeeman Capides.
Here.
Committeewoman DuBois.
Here.
And Committeeman Huber.
He's here.
Here. Okay. Proclamations and announcements. First off, there will be a Veterans Day ceremony on Friday, November 11th at 11 a.m. at Veterans Park. Please join in honoring all our servicemen and servicewomen. But stay tuned as we might be changing location based on the weather, but we will move forward with our ceremony. Thank you, David. Leaf pickups start at Monday, October 31st. Residents on township roads may start placing the leaves in the street now. No branches will be picked up. Please make sure not to place leaves closer than 10 feet from any storm drain or catch basin. Collection ends December 31st. Now, when I said you can place leaves in the roads, actually hold off for the time being. Because due to the incoming weather predictions, we as the township are asking residents and landscapers to refrain from adding any additional leaves into the street over the next several days. Let us get through the weekend. Once we know the weather has passed, it will hopefully not clog our storm drains. DPW has already taken the necessary proactive measures to deal with the current weather and decrease any incident and likely flooding. If you do have any questions and you are in a flood-prone area, you may call DPW and let them know at 973-912-8483 during business hours, or call the police department after hours if you have any flooding issues. Hopefully not. I think the weather report actually looked a little better, but we don't want to get caught off guard. What's the next one? Where are we going to next? Tree lighting. Wednesday, November 30th. Its rain or snow date is Thursday, December 1st. Details are still to be announced, but come on down to Town Hall. It's always a fun activity. The November calendar for the Springfield residents, for our senior residents, are out, 55 plus. Another exciting month of pickleball. Maybe I'll even stop by once again. I have played a couple times. Public hearing. All right, now this is the fun part. We have a public hearing today on the application of Comcast of New Jersey, LLC, to renew its municipal consent to own, operate, extend, and maintain a cable television and cable communication system in the township of Springfield. Assemblyman will make a motion, and then you can take it away and give our presentation. So can I have a motion?
Sure, I'd like to make a motion to open the public hearing for the Comcast of New Jersey renewal.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The ayes carry. Public hearing is now open.
Thank you, Mayor, members of the governing body. My name is Rob Clifton. I am the Senior Director of Government Affairs for Comcast Cable here in New Jersey. We are nearing the end of a 3-year federally mandated process to renew a cable franchise in the municipality. This process began back in April 2020 when Comcast sent to the municipality a letter. It's called a 626 letter, and this is from section 626 of the FCC guidelines for franchise renewal. And this is basically us informing the municipality of our intention to officers in our company are tariff, channel lineup, technical specifications for the cable system here, and other pertinent information such as bonds and insurance documents. On March 23rd of next year, our certificate of approval, or COA, will expire. A COA is a document that a cable company needs in order to maintain a cable system in a municipality. The Board of Public Utilities will issue this document after municipal consent has been given and our petition for renewal has been filed and approved by the Board of Public Utilities. Upon the close of the public hearing, Comcast will forward to the attorney for all of your review a draft ordinance that will explain the terms and conditions. Much of the ordinance is boilerplate, but there are areas of discussion in that ordinance, and we'll begin that by giving you a draft. The consent ordinance that we are seeking is simply a right-of-way. It does not obligate the municipality to do anything other than to allow us to continue to run our fiber and equipment on your municipal rights-of-way. Most importantly, and as you know here, it is non-exclusive, means that another cable provider can operate in the municipality. Currently, Verizon also operates a video system here in the township. If another provider did decide to come in, you have all the rights to hear that application and approve it, and have a third competitor come in if one so choose and you agree to it. However, our application must be judged on its own merits, not compared to another provider. The governing body, this is state and federal statute, there are 4 areas in which the governing body can use in order to judge our application. And the first is, has the cable operator complied with the terms of the existing franchise? Has the operators, the quality of service, including signal quality, response to customer issues, been reasonable in light of community needs? Does the operator have the financial, legal, and technical capabilities to provide what we propose to provide, what we currently are providing? And is the franchise renewal proposal reasonable to meet the future cable-related needs of the municipality? There are 2 areas in which you cannot use in whether to determine whether you're going to renew or not. One are rates. Rates are governed by state and federal statute. They're outside of your purview. And the second is programming. Our channel lineup is protected under the First Amendment, such as newspaper content is. That being said, usually the only questions I ever get are on rates and
First, let's go to public comment. So if there's anybody in the audience wishing to ask a question, you can step on up. Or if you are at home, you can participate always by calling 973-232-4442. I can't imagine anybody is, so if we want to go into discussion up here, and then I'll close it together. I have no questions. I'm going to be frank. Seeing...
Yeah, I do. Mr. Clifton, good to see you. Thank you for coming and sharing this time with us. I'm certainly going to review, especially as you said, the terms of the renewal that different municipalities talk about. Can you give us some examples from your experience? You know, we just updated our cameras, we updated our switchers and things like that to open up more possibilities for broadcast throughout the town and also through our school board. With that being said, would you be able to provide us any examples from other places that you've worked in your experience with other municipalities of some examples of different terms of renewal that other municipalities have requested?
So it's become a very simple process at this point, and I apologize for not having this on earlier. So we are seeking a term of no more than 10 years.
Okay.
With the change in technology, we've heard from many municipalities that are uncomfortable with the longer terms. We've had terms up to 25 years. So as a corporate decision, we've made it. So what our normal benefits to the community have been free cable video service to public buildings and a grant based on the amount of subscribers here in a given municipality. And that grant can be used for technical upgrades such as the ones that you have done. But that's really where it falls into the free services we can provide and to grant dollars that we provide. So that because actually it's, we've had towns ask us to, oh, can you buy us cameras? It's actually, the money we give you goes further because you're a tax-free organization. So you can actually, we can provide technical expertise on what you may need, what type of upgrades, what type of software you may need. So we have experts that'll work with you on those issues.
I'm sure we will take you up on that, because
Yeah.
we've had several issues.
Yes, I mean, is that, when you speak of the technical support, let's say that you give us, is this at a rate, or is this part of the agreement?
No, and are you mostly talking about the channel?
Talk about the channel, yeah.
Yeah, so we have a local access to a group, and we provide, it's not as big as it used to be, where we actually used to come out and tape events. We don't do that anymore, but we have people that can work with your IT people, your TV people to try to help you out in that regard.
Perfect.
Great.
Thank you.
And by the way, if you're having problems now, that's not part of the negotiations. Well, if you have issues now, let me know.
Understood.
We would rather deal with them now than down the road.
What are you doing tomorrow? No,
I'm going to be taking a call from you, I'm sure.
no. It's good to see you. Thank you
Okay.
very much for taking the time.
My motor trend chat? No, I'm done. How are we doing in terms of the township? Are there upgrades coming, or are you at this point now, is that company fully modern tech?
So every year that we've rolled out internet, we've increased speeds. So we're constantly upgrading and maintaining. So we're always out there maintaining the plant. There's always new products coming down, new channels. Recently, within the last 2 years, we rolled out our own cell phone service. We do home security. So there's always new products that are coming up. But as far as the actual plant in the ground here running through the township, it is running, it's optimal. It's where it is. We're constantly out maintaining the system. We actually have it's sort of like a mission control building and with monitors. And when we'll see, Mountain Avenue, there'll be 4 or 5 homes. You start to see a drop off in service. We dispatch people out to make sure before there's failures. That doesn't help when a tree branch falls, but when we start to see there's issues in the system, we can dispatch people right out to try to deal with it.
Everything at this point with you guys is fiber optic?
So it's fiber. The trunk is fiber. Running from the pole or the pedestal to your home is still fiber optic. We have found that we can do the exact same amount or even faster speeds than our competitors who do fiber to the home. It's just more of a cost to run fiber. As of now, we are continuing to do coax it's a short run usually. At some point that may change depending on the cost of the fiber and things of that nature. But we're able to provide all those services with really a line that's, the technology is old, and we're still able to do that.
I just thought of one more question, if I may. You spoke about providing service to different municipal, like township buildings and whatnot. Is this strictly, that service, is that strictly TV?
It's video service. Now, for the library and schools, we'll provide free internet service to one standalone computer. So if the library has a computer that they use for research or something, we can provide free there, and the schools are the same way.
I was going perhaps Wi-Fi for our township parks.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Stretching it.
the internet and phone aren't regulated by the Board of Public Utilities, so this is just a video franchise. or as a competitor, but our business services department can always sit with anyone from the municipality and talk about ways we might be able to save money, consolidate bills. We do also do phone service. We do a whole slate of small, mid-sized business products.
Perfect.
I believe we have Verizon for phones, but I know. I've heard from our assistant in the clerk's office who yells at me every day that the bills are not consolidated and it takes her forever. So,
Listen, I'm not trying to disparage my worthy opponents, but, you know, if there's ever an opportunity that the municipality wants to sit down, we can provide some guidance and maybe provide a better service or a better rate.
so any other questions up here? All right. Seeing no questions from the public, I'll close the public comment portion. Move on to discussion. I think just briefly, we'll wait to see the draft resolution, which you'll pass through our township attorney. We'll discuss within those 30 days and get back to you. If
Thank
there
you
are
very
any
much, Mayor.
questions, I'm sure you'll be available.
Thank you, absolutely, anytime.
Thank you so much, Assemblyman.
Very much.
With that being said, can I get a motion to adjourn the public hearing?
Sure, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing portion.
Adjourn the public hearing? Can I get a motion to adjourn the public hearing?
Oh, to adjourn, yes,
Thank
my
you.
apologies.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye,
The ayes carry. Thank you.
thank you.
We'll now move on to public comment on agenda items only. You in the audience can step on up and address us now. If you are at home, you can call us at 973-232-4442 on any agenda items only. Seeing nobody in the audience stepping on up, seeing no one ringing my phone, I will close the public comment portion on agenda items only and move on to minutes and reports. Can I get a motion?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve workshop meeting minutes of September 7th and regular meeting minutes of September 13th, 2022 as emailed.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The ayes carry. No new business of second reading or first readings. It's a pretty light agenda, everybody. So we'll move right on to resolutions. Resolutions will be adopted on a consent agenda. If you'd like the resolution pulled or read, please let me know as I read through them. Resolution 2022-268.
I was like, pull it.
Pull it. Okay. Resolution 2022-269. Resolution 2022-270. Resolution 2022-271. Resolution 2022-272. Resolution 2022-273. Resolution 2022-274. May I have a motion?
Actually, I will make the motion, but could we pull 269 along with 268? Because they're
We already pulled 268, so I will add 269. Can I have a
excellent.
motion.
With that, I'll make the motion to approve resolutions 2022-270 through 2022-274.
Do I have a second?
Second.
A roll call vote.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Committeewoman Du Bois?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Weber?
Yes.
Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Okay, resolution 2022-268. This resolution accepts the retirement of Lawrence LaFregola and approves the coverage of medical benefits for him and his qualifying family members in accordance with the applicable collective negotiations agreement, the Township Code, state and federal law.
Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve resolution 2022-268 as read by Madam Clerk.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All right, before we vote,
The only reason I wanted to pull this is I've known Larry for a long time. I don't know Lafagolas. And I wish him good luck. I mean, I wish he'd stay on. He did a lot in this town. A lot of work and knew a lot, most of the machines to work and all that. But I want to wish him and his family the best.
okay. I think we all agree, yeah. Anytime anybody gives their years of life to our town, it's much appreciated, and you're part of our family forever, and wish you the best of luck, and if you ever need anything, let us know. So with that being said, do we have a roll call vote?
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Committeewoman DuBois? Yes. Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Weber?
Yes.
Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Resolution 2022-269. This resolution accepts the retirement of Stephen Tulo and approves the coverage of medical benefits for him and his qualifying family members in accordance with the applicable collective negotiations agreement, the Township Code, state and federal law.
May I have a motion?
Sure. Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve Resolution 2022-269, read by Madam Clerk.
Second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
2 seconds. Seconded by Committeeman Huber?
I, too, would like to commend and thank Stephen Tulo for his long and dedicated service to our community. I had a question in regards to 268 and 269 as regards to their medical benefits, but it was just clarified by Mr. Dowd, so I have no further questions or explanations on either one of these.
Okay, can I have a roll call vote?
Yes. Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Committeewoman DuBois?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Weber?
Yes.
Mayor Kaiser?
Yes. All right, we will move on to discussion and action items. Do I have a motion? For first
Motion to
congregation.
approve a request of the First Congregation of the Presbyterian Church to waive the fee of $250 for the certificate of occupancy for the tenant, the Orthodox Coptic Church of the Resurrection, which is located in the Parish House at 37 Church Mall.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Discussion. Any discussion? We usually have discussion. No, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Roll call vote, please.
Deputy Mayor Weber?
Yes.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Committeewoman DuBois? Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Mayor Kaiser?
Yes. Do I have a motion?
Motion, I'm sorry. Motion, approve the medic station use of Chisholm Center for weekly COVID-19 testing. Hold on to the agreement and certificate of insurance provided.
I second.
I believe this is a new business in town that approached us and wanted to offer, I believe, free COVID testing
What-
at Chisholm
Was it during the day or?
during the day,
Okay.
I believe. Yep.
Okay.
And they approached, and I think I thought it was worthy enough to put it on for discussion tonight. Do we have a roll call vote?
Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Committeewoman DuBois?
Yes.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Weber?
Yes.
Mayor Kaiser?
Yes. We're going to review the best practice inventory.
I guess, okay, the best practice inventory is required by the state, and in order to get participation, part of your government funding can be withheld if you don't have a certain level of yeses. We, of course, had our sufficient number of yeses, and it's basically a survey to make sure that everybody's doing what the best they can on whatever the state feels is important. So we have completed it, myself along with Linda and John Pasicolo, we've all certified it, and by law, we just make sure that you're aware that it has been done.
Certainly aware. Just on that, I thought part of best practices, I thought, was to meet with and hold a joint meeting with the Board of Education.
No, this was not on this year. Every year, the list changes. I mean, it is a good practice if you want to continue it, but it's not.
No, to Committeeman Huber's point, I think,
I'd like to get together with the
I would.
Board of Education, sit down with them,
so, it's certainly not going to happen, I believe, this year, but next year we will try to find some time. And we've spent significant time over there.
Yeah.
So
I want everybody, the five of us should go over there and meet with them on one of their nights.
Yeah.
Or nights, whatever.
so we'll
Invite them over here.
a new schedule.
We used to do a joint meeting.
Yeah.
Yes.
For
like
a
in August.
township meeting. Yes.
So we'll try to do that next year.
Yes.
With that being said, I think we've all reviewed it, or at least have, please give me a nod if you have. You have, good. We'll move on to finance. Time to pay some bills.
Make a motion for payroll and invoices for the period October 26th through November 9th, 2022, in the amount of $4,729,322.50.
I second.
Roll call vote.
Deputy Mayor Weber?
Yes.
Committeeman Kapidis?
Yes.
Committeewoman Du Bois? Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Thank you.
Correspondence. The Springfield Planning Board is going to hold a virtual public hearing on November 14th at 6:30 p.m. Variance for the First Presbyterian Church. We also got another letter from the Springfield Planning Board for a virtual public hearing on November 14th at 6:30 p.m. to amend a final site plan approval for floor decor. We also received correspondence from the Township of Union regarding State Route 82 and the Adaptive Signal Network. Request for a review and consideration for the NJDOT. I hope everybody enjoyed reading that over this weekend. And we will move on to public comment on any governmental issue. If you are part of the public, you can step on up now and address us on any issue or grievance. If you're at home, you can call us here at 973-232-4442. I'll give everybody a minute to step on up. Seeing nobody stepping on up and seeing nobody calling, I will close the public comment portion on any governmental issues. I hope everybody joins us for Veterans Day on Friday. Stay tuned, watch the weather for the weekend. It could be rough this weekend, hopefully not. Our thoughts are with our business administrator, who's currently in the eye, facing the storm down in Florida.
Yes, I talked to him, just said it's bad.
He's coming.
It was under watch.
And very lastly, I would like to congratulate Rich and Erica on their reelection and look forward to continuing serving with you next year.
I'd like to thank my wife, first of all, for putting up with the last 12 years, now 3 more. My kids and their spouses and my whole family. I mean, it's a lot on a family. We're out. People don't realize we're out 2, 3, sometimes 4 nights a week. I also like to thank the people of Springfield. I mean, have trust in Erica and I for this length of time. I do appreciate it. I love this town. My whole family's still here, and I intend to stay here for good. Thank you. I don't know if you want to say anything.
I basically echo Rich's sentiments, thanking everybody in the township. The support is fantastic, and the kind words following yesterday were really appreciated. Same, I appreciate my family giving me the opportunity to do this because, you know, especially my kids being younger than his, it's a lot, it's a lot of time management, but we make it work, and they appreciate the work that we do up here, so I appreciate them, and just time to get to work. That's it.
Mayor?
And wait.
Good.
No. I would like to thank our township clerk and her entire staff of Mary Ellen Brennan and Maureen Connell for working a very long day yesterday, and of course the DPW, Adam Lieb at Rec, the librarian, the library and in the school district for putting up and getting everything in place for a very successful election. So I knew I took the words out of the clerk.
Thank you.
But I do want to thank them.
Yes.
Um,
We couldn't do it ourselves.
No.
And the police department.
Police department.
Was right on hand if we needed anything, so thank them all.
No, it was a very smooth election, I actually thought. So thank you for everybody. Any further comments by people up here?
If I could, again, I would like to follow up the mayor with a thank you to Linda. I can't imagine not only the stuff you do yesterday, but all leading up to and even after the election is over. Thank you for all that you do and everything we see you do, and especially the stuff that we don't see you do, that you do on a daily basis. Thank you for that stuff, too. We really appreciate it. And I also would like to congratulate Rich and Erica. Obviously, the Springfield voters have spoken, and I appreciate your willingness to serve again and to serve up here with us. It's an honor to continue to work with you, and I look forward to the future together.
Okay, with that being said, do I have a motion for adjournment?
Adjournment.
Do I have a second? Second, all in favor? Guys, carry. You may go in peace.